YouTube, what's up? What's up? So I'm so grateful for you guys being here. I want to take this opportunity to thank those that are subscribing. For sure, it's been a while. Uh, I have a lot behind the scenes that I'm doing. I really want to be updating you guys on some tips and tricks, but I really failed to find time. So I'm going to be basically responding to a question someone in one of my early videos I used to talk about. I think a setup similar to this one, and he was asking me, he was finding trouble to use it, though it looked good. So I think in trading, by the way, I'm going to talk a lot, but let me even just quickly share the settings. That those that maybe don't watch till the end, but they just want the settings, it's okay. But trust me, what I talk about later on really helps more so on the part of psychology. So I'm going to start here on the main chart before I say a lot. On the main chart, we have a 50 period exponential moving average. It's period 50, shift 0 method exponential, apply to close. The color I chose red, or you can choose any color of your choice. I can choose black, and that's it. And then in on indicator window 1, I have this stochastic oscillator, and it's period 50. The percent K period is 50, the percent dip period is 40, and then slowing is 2. The price field is low slash high. The method is simple. So now here is the trick. For the main, the color I chose blue, and then signal I chose white. Signal, you're going to make it the color of the background. So if you have a black background, or if you're using it on mobile and you have a dark background, so you make it black. So basically on the signal, I don't want to see it, we don't want to be using it, and that's it. Then we have the green, this green moving average. It's an exponential moving average. It's period 13. Method exponential, shift 0, apply to close. The color I chose green. And then actually let me even first remove this exponential moving average, and then I want to show you how we can add another indicator to indicator, let's say indicator window 1. You get? So someone also asked me, I think it's 2 weeks ago. I've been promising you guys to upload, but it's only now that I've gotten the time. So you come here, you turn on the navigator window here, and then I want a moving average. So basically you just drag it here. You get? You drag it here, you can modify. So for me, I want period 13, shift 0, exponential, apply to close, and then you just click OK. It's added. You get? So on MT5, that's how you do it. You get? You'll be able to add it. So now let me even explain this setup. So let me give the background of these setups. You see, in trading, we always make a lot of mistakes, and it's always a learning process, I realized. So in some of my early times, we could, with my friends, we could come up with setups, with systems. You combine indicators, which is a good thing, they work. But before I go any further, this is not the most perfect. Actually, if I'm to make a combination of indicators and all that, this is not the most perfect, though it looks good. But it's all about knowing where it goes wrong, and then you modify there. You get? Everything in trading works: patterns, indicators, SMC, BTMM, and all that. What matters most is you knowing some of the strengths and weaknesses of that particular strategy. You get? You have to know where it's good at, and you have to know where it's bad at. So now for this, let me start on the main chart here. Why did I put the exponential moving average? By the way, I'm currently using it on gold. I'm currently using it on gold, and it's period 15, M15. I'm using it on M15. So now this is really what I want to address about that. Why do we use the why do I put the 50 period exponential? It's for purposes of I realize it's one of the best intraday moving averages. You get? It really shows the intraday momentum. You get? Where the intraday momentum is. So if I could basically turn on, let's say, the period separators there, you can really see, let's say, most so for Forex, we have what we call the Asian session and the London session. So for an asset like gold, you get, for an asset like gold, it will be basically showing you um where the momentum is likely to go. Also, when we're out of of the the Asian session, you get, of the Asian session, it will help us. So basically what I want to bring out is that you're going to make this indicator strong, you have to combine a couple of confluences, you get. So that individual who was using it, he sent me a screenshot. He's from Italy anyways, but then for him I was using it on H4. So for these ones, for these oscillators, most of the time I like using them. Basically, when I was designing this, I was mostly looking at M15. You get those, and they are good mostly at M15. The RSI and all that. For me, I really prefer them on M15 or H1 because basically they help me to know the intraday momentum. You get, but if you want to use it to mark out zones on, let's say, H4 and the daily, to me, I don't think really it works. You get. So basically, I'm explaining the 50 period. So the moment, let's say, we are out of the Asian session and then the market really starts to fall because we anticipate that in London and then New York, we're going to find there's a lot of displacement in the market. Like we leave areas and then we go to other areas. So it will be helping us whenever we are below. When we get below, then we can look for selling confirmations. And then I told you one time when I was talking about indicators, when you cross, you get, when you cross, there is a likelihood that we retest. Actually, I'm going to demonstrate that on TradingView. You get, I'm going to demonstrate that on TradingView. So now, basically, it's going to be showing us the intraday momentum. And now, let me talk about this indicator window. Now, here we have this RSI, this stochastic. Now, there are those moments, I told you, whenever we get a crossing between this blue line of the stochastic and this green moving average, in this setting between 80 and 100, you get. By the, I forgot to show you the levels of the stochastic. Let me come and show them here. The levels are period levels 20, 80 and 50. You get, these are the three levels that I've added. You can see them: 0, 20, 50, 80 and then 100. So when we get a crossing between the green and the blue, the blue in this in this upper box of 80 up to 100, then we can look for selling confirmations. Likewise, when we see the market crossing below between 20 and 00, and then we can look for buying confluences, you get. But then to filter out fake signals, we are going to be waiting for let's say the market, it crosses here on indicator window 1, and then it also crosses below 50. You get. Now there are moments when we come, like we drop, you get, we drop, you get. It's not a must that now we are going to go back. No, you get. It's not a must that we are going to go back. There are those moments when we consolidate and then drop more, the way it happened here. You get. So now what do we do in such scenarios? This is what we do. You can see that it came and then this blue stochastic line, it was consolidating here. You get. So given that this green moving average was still up here, this consolidation, and then you look at this intraday moving average, sometimes we are retesting it. You get. So here we were not getting a crossing to get above. So here you would look, if at all you didn't get in here, you would get in here and then you drop further. You get. And then you drop further. So so that's it. Let me come here on TradingView and then maybe I try to elaborate more on that. So let me talk more about the stochastic. This is the one that has not been modified. You get. This is the one that has not been modified, and it's we are using, this is gold on M15. Now this is what I want to bring out. how do you take, even by the way, these indicators sometimes you don't even need to modify them. You get, you don't need to modify them, but if you've not modified it, it's okay. Sometimes you want to make it better to fit your strategy. Now, for the stochastic, a crossing, you get, when it crosses, it is not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that the signal has been created. You get, whenever the stochastic crosses, you get, when it's above 80, the strongest signal comes when it comes and then it approaches here. You get, the signals of the stochastic, we don't take them when it has crossed. You get, we take them when it has it has crossed and then it comes here. Likewise, we don't take the signals when it crosses down here, because it can consolidate. You get, it can consolidate here like that, and then you're not getting in. You get, that's what it normally does. But now it has to cross and then they come and then they line up here. You get, so basically, just like right now, what is the signal right now? We are still in for sales. You get, we are still in for sales as per the stochastic, because it has not approached to show us buying momentum. You get, so it's a pretty confusing indicator. It's only that I got a question over it, but it's not my best. Not that it doesn't work, but really, it's not my best. I'll be honest to you guys. You get, it's not my best. But then if you add on this, like this 50 period exponential moving average, it really complements it. You get, but really, for sure, I'll be honest to you guys. It's not my best. If I can compare it, this is the modified one, like the one that I've shared on on MT5. But if I can, let's say, let's compare. Let me remove the stochastic and then I leave the RSI. To me, in the oscillators, I would prefer much the RSI. You get, but I think I'll be talking about the RSI in the next episode. Or basically, you can even, if you have a question, you can ask me to address some of the things here. But I think in the next video, I'll be explaining how I use the RSI. But um, basically, I've explained how I use the stochastic, but it's not really my best. You get, it's not really my best. It's not really my best. So, uh, if I can make a conclusion on that, if I can make a conclusion on this setup that friend of mine really shared, that he wanted an explanation about, um, you use it on M15. You get, these oscillators are going to be good on M15. Basically, they're going to be showing you intraday volatility, uh, um, uh, or intraday displacement. Then let me quickly talk about this. This is what I want to talk about. Some of you guys are texting me. You want me to teach you some simple things, and then maybe when you start trading, when you start making profits, then possibly you can pay. You guys, in trading, there's no simple thing. You get, this is a serious industry, so don't take it lightly. That is the first thing. Then the next thing, this is not a holy grail. You get, this is not a holy grail. This is not a holy grail. You guys, you have to put in a lot of work. Personally, if I can reflect, I had gotten information, I think what I call the right information, the information that I use right now, and then it makes me profitable. I got it a few years back, but trust me, to digest it and compress it and then I apply it rightly, it took me a lot of time. Not that everyone takes a lot of time. You get, even those that learn in 1 week, I know those that learn in 1 week, they come into the markets, they get the right information. But what I know, they really put in a lot of work. You get, these charts are really tricky as they are moving. You get, as they are moving. That's why you guys who are here, I'm going to say this, when we are, even when I'm sharing a video on indicators sometimes it's really quite challenging. Like for instance here, it can give a red signal, That's why personally, maybe it's my style that I do use them mostly moving averages, but then I also mark out my zones. You get? So for someone for that for those that are always telling me simple things, if you want to look for entries, let me give you two basic things about the market, and you're going to find them. You're going to find them. Where do you always find entries, or where do you always find areas where do moves normally originate? Moves originate from consolidations. One, that is point number one. You get? The market leaves one consolidation, and then sometimes it goes to another area. uh, let's say it goes to another area where it had consolidated before. Oh wait, let me first there's something that I want. Let me turn off even this indicator. You get? It goes to another area where it consolidated before. You get? Around that area. That is one of the things. Consolidations. You get? That's why for me I look at consolidations so much. The next point, the second area where we normally get the entries is this. Let's say the market was moving, and then it it moved like that. Let's say, you get? Where are the next areas where do we normally get other entries on top of the points? And normally these points are the end of the day. You get? The high of the day and the low of the day. Let's say we have that is as the high of the day and this as the low of the day. You get? Sometimes the following day may start, and then we come around this area, then the market starts to go up like that. You get? And then we target the high of the day. Likewise, we can target the high of the month. So you can mark out those zones. You get? But there's more to it before you get in what you calculate, what there is all that. You get? So for those that want simple things and they want to get areas where to get in these points, and then sometimes these consolidations, it's a consolidation here. Let's say we are moving. You get? We are moving. We can tap into this consolidation. You get? And then we start to drop. You get? So we can, let's say, highlight here, and then we get in. So basically that's it. You get? So for those that are looking for simple things, you get? You see, this is what I've been talking about. These points that are high, what did the market do? You get? They reached here and then they sold. And then let's look here. You get? Let's look here. This is the point here. This is another low in this area. What do we see? We can see that the market reached here and then it started to buy. So that's it. So that's it for now. I'll talk more, you guys, but I want to appreciate those that are watching. I think I'll be more organized in the next video. It's been long and I have a lot that I can talk about, but I can only thank you so much, you guys, for now that are watching. And there's a lot of free content on this channel. You filter out what is good for you. We filter out what is good for you, and then you backtest and practice it. This is not a scam, but it really takes hard work and focus. You get? I wish you guys to be winners, and I wish you to be profitable. Peace.